This is Frank, and I just couldn't help myself, so I decided to do the one stick left that I hadn't done, which was a twin stick. So I took my original wing from the first square fuselage stick version that I did last week. I lengthened it by 2 inches, just to give it a little more wing area. It's still single 9mm with 2 3mm spars on the bottom. Full span ailerons. I used the same box fuselage that I used on the other one. Same tail, same single servo up in the fuselage, just directly driving the elevator. No rudder. Fuse top and bottom are 9mm and the two sides are 6mm. And I figured out a good way to mount the motors on the wing using my little rocketry tubing and the little plug-in modules. They just slide in and the speed controls route into the fuselage, into the receiver in here. These are both 2208 1800 kV motors with APC 6.4 props. And I'm running a 2200 3-cell, so a much larger pack, and that's giving me about 15 minutes of runtime. Plenty of power, nice and quiet. You get that little syncopated roar of the electric motors. Flew just fine like that, but I found a good video. I had done differential throttle on a couple models long back and forgotten how I programmed that, but I found a good video. I'll put it in the description link of a guy who walked you through it with Spectrum Radio. And so I've just enabled differential throttle, so since I don't have a rudder, it'll speed up one and slow down the other. And that's on the G switch, which is a cutoff. It also does the motor cutoff, and it's kind of a 4-mix setup. So you have one that does the cutoff for the left, one that does the right, and then one that mixes the rudder to the two motors. It's about 36 inches long, 35-inch wingspan, weighs about 21 ounces. I ran out of red, so I don't have the wingtips covered, and the rest of the body I did what I could with what I had, another week or so. Each speed control goes to a separate channel on the receiver. The right speed control, I've pulled out the red wire out of the receiver input, because you don't want to have the two BECs fighting each other. So I pulled that out and taped it off. And so the left BEC is the one that powers the radio, and then the other wires are normal. And then I just connected the input power wires to the two speed controls and the grounds together, and that goes to the battery, and it's just accessed by a hatch in here, big cavernous body. I knew where the wing would have to balance, since my other one flies real good at about 28% mean aerodynamic chord, which is right about on the forward spar line. And I wasn't sure quite how it was going to balance out, so I left the nose cut off or open till I got it all done, figured out where the battery had to go to make sure I didn't have to lengthen it or anything like that, and then laminated some foam and shaped it and glued it on after it was done, and looks real nice in the air. So we're going to hopefully get a break in the rain here and give you a little flight, probably just a 5-minute flight, not a full 15 minutes. So even I get bored thinking of things to do, so hopefully you'll like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is on normal mode without differential throttle. this there. Inverted. That flies real nice inverted, a little bit of downstick on this one. I'm probably just slightly nose heavy, but wanted to be safe. Outside loop. Probably a little hard to see when I'm upside down without the red on it.
Time remaining 13 minutes.
That's got a nice snappy roll rate, just like the original one I did. Alright. So we can do some rolls. Alright, let's turn on the differential throttle. Let's see what it'll do. So, maybe try to do a stall turn.
Time remaining 12.
Not noticing much. Yeah, I might have to increase the amount of, yeah. The differential isn't real pronounced. I can hear it. You can see it'll yaw left a little bit. So that was no aileron. So let's hold full right. So that's no aileron. So you can see it does make it yaw. I'm going to come around and land. I'll come around and land and I'll adjust those. And then let me do another quick one. Adjusted the differential to 40%. Well, it was originally at 15%. It could be that these little APC 6.4s just don't have a whole lot of static thrust, so it doesn't have as much resistance. Turn on the differential here. Okay, so yeah, it turns a little faster now with the. Let's try to go up and do a stall turn. There you go. Try right. Let's pull left. Okay, so you can see it does. So that's a 40% mix. Yeah, it does do a stall turn now. Let's see if it helps the snaps any. Oh yeah, much more violent on the snap. Gotta be careful, I don't want to bust the wing.
Time remaining 9 minutes.
Yeah, let's go back vertical again. Yeah, with the mixing on, it's pretty effective now for snap rolls. Let's go vertical again, do another spell turn. Left seems a little better. Yeah, it's real nice without rudder. Now let's do a little slow flight. Be careful I don't get too low. I'm kind of standing under the cover behind where the flight line normally is, but there's nobody flying here, so.
Time remaining 8 minutes.
Yeah, you can see it slows down a lot. Yeah, I can see it really creeps along, nice high alpha. And you can just throttle up out of it and do a small turn. Yay. Do one more snap, since I like those. Do one more to the right. That's fun. Alright, well, I'm going to disable that and come around for a landing.